Here with John Gamble, the men's football manager for Parkview Academy of Sport and Carlisle United PB. Obviously, the season's been somewhat interrupted by the coronavirus. What steps have we taken for that, John, and what's the current state of play with our academy?
Yeah, it's a possibly a really sad day today because obviously our last year. When we go back, that's an unknown. This week we've just been getting ready for this day, actually, to be fair, with all the football being collapsed in every level. So to be honest with you, football becomes insignificant when it comes to something like this worldwide. So we just hope that everybody, it does get sorted out and everybody comes back healthy and we get back to normality quicker than hopefully the proposed the situation is going to drag on. So, like I said, it's something that I think everybody in the world's got to deal with, and we just hope that it gets sorted out.
Tell us about the season so far then, John. Obviously we're 3/4 of the way through pretty much all of the leagues that we're in. How's the season been so far?
Oh, the season's been great. On all fronts, at all levels. We have an academy that does play at every level. We had success in the AOC League, winning the league. So to be honest with you, we got that league and won it. In the other leagues, we lie top. Will it ever get finished? Who knows? And then we reached a cup final, national cup final, winning a national semi-final and the national quarter-finals as well. So for us, everything's in limbo. Again, will it get completed? Who knows? But the lads have worked really, really hard to get in that situation, and it would be a shame if we don't ever finish the scenario off. But if there's more important things in the world, which is this, to try and get over. So, at the end of the day, football becomes second.
I think the interesting thing for us is we set our stall out to provide opportunities for every player, regardless of their ability, and create opportunities for them. And what's been really pleasing is the fact that we currently top the AOC League. We are, as you say, in the semi-finals of national competitions, which include the AOC. We're in quarter-finals of the English Schools FA Cup, and obviously we're top of the National Football Youth League and National Alliance League with visions to go on. So, as we spoke about a couple of weeks ago, if the season ended today, it's an incredible season. We may not get to see the conclusion of that, but I certainly feel we're on the verge of something very, very special with a group of players. And hopefully we'll get some conclusion to that, but only time will tell. So.
I think just on that it's a credit to the lads that come here. The great thing about this academy, we find a games programme to suit everybody's ability, and they've outperformed. A lot of the groups have outperformed what we thought. As you've said, it's an unbelievable achievement for the academy, what they've done. Everybody else is in the same boat. It's not that we've been penalised that we're not going to finish the season. Everybody else is the same. It's just a shame on the lads that they've worked so hard to get in the situations. And like I say, it would be lovely to think that we could finish it whatever happens. But like I said, it's something that it's out of our hands. I think we can take pride in what we've done this year.
What have been your highlights so far this season, then, John?
I just think there's been massive highlights from each age group or each team. Obviously, winning a league so early with the AOC team, that's a great highlight. We did a trip to Croatia with the current under-18s, which was incredible. It was a great experience. It's where Man City and a lot of high-profile teams go out and train and play tournaments, so that was great for them. We have a partnership with Morpeth, which we took part in the FA Youth Cup, obviously with the under-18s. that was a fantastic journey for them, getting to the second round proper and losing against Scunthorpe in a real tight game. And you know, I'm not just saying it, but we could have won that game, but you know, that's the way football goes. And then just looking at how we've progressed throughout the cup competitions, you know, getting to the final of the National Football Youth League Cup, which we won last year. We'll against and we play Chelsea in the final if it ever gets played. Getting the semi-finals of the AOC National Cup, and then you know, looking forward to playing in the English Schools FA Cup quarter-final. So you know, there's a lot of plenty highs. I think the other thing is on just players that's really boxed on. We have Ben Ramsey, who went on to trial at Stoke City. We've got Ben Milburn, who's going to trial at Sunderland. A lot of lads is on the fringes. A lot of scouts come to watch our games, which is, you know, great for everyone lad who plays in this academy, because it puts them in the focal eye. I think just the infrastructure behind them with the S&C provision, the player tech data that we collate, and just build a big dossier of how a player is developing, which is maybe bespoke at our level, basically through likes of Stephen Shaw, who monitors the lads on a daily occurrence. And I just think for us, we take pride in what we produce here and what we give the lads. We always say this to anybody who comes or thinks about coming here, that we have the nuts and bolts for them to succeed in whatever level. Who knows? But you know, at this present moment, we are producing a high calibre of player.
So just in terms of the players that we've had in the time that we've been going, John, it's been interesting to track the progress of some of the boys who were here last year and who are progressing. What's your thoughts on some of those boys and the moves that they've made?
I think when lads come here, I think we're always interested in how they do when they leave us, whether they stop on for a third year, whether they leave us after the 2 years, and we always here to help them as well. I give instance of Josh King, who signed a professional contract at York City. You know, we look to try and get him in there through contacts. We looked at Johnny Fox, who went to Hansa Rostock in Germany in the Bundesliga. We looked at like Shabs, who went to Morpeth, and it's been in that very successful squad. We looked at Scott Robson, who played in the Northern League this year, but we managed to get him into Sweden, and he's currently playing in the Swedish division now. And then we had American lad Trey Wade, who come across here, and now went into to Italy to play or be a part of the Verona academy there. So, you know, the big thing for us is we look at pathways, not only with the lads that's here, but the lads who have left us as well.
And then finally from us, just talking about the pathways that exist for students who come here, what sort of pathways could a Parkview Academy sports student expect?
I think for us, I think every lad who signs up with us has aspirations to play professional football. The coaching team, the lads in and around the academy have massive connections, and football's all about that, having the connections to get them up, if they're good enough, and that's the big one, if they're good enough to clubs in the football league or in semi-professional football. We do look at getting lads into America. There's a big pull on lads going and having scholarships in America. We have quite a few lads who are leaving us in their third year to take that option up. We have got connections in Croatia. We have lads that's going to Australia to them, you know, which is a great standard of life plus football. And you know, the big thing for us is that academically, you know, they get pushed so that they come out here with good grades, whether it's A levels, whether it's the B Tech or it's the active IQ, which gives them some grounding of trying to find a job if it's not in football.
Excellent. Thanks very much, John.
Thank you.